As terrifying as it is, I'm going to show you guys what 1 month of van life expenses looks like for me, because I know this video is going to help so many of you out there. Putting yourself out here like this isn't easy, but let's get into it. So this is Great White, the van I'm currently living in until I buy my future sailboat. So many of you watched my van tour. In fact, 3.5 million of you did. So in my van tour, I said I live in this van for about $500 a month total in the US. This is the cost of just half of what so many people pay for renting a small apartment in the US. So is it true that I can actually live this cheap while still maintaining an amazing life of travel? Well, let's find out. So income, how do I make an income from the road? People used to ask me this all the time in the comments, but now I just assume people know that I currently make my full-time income here on YouTube. So I was doing an Amazon business from the van, which was nice money, but since my YouTube took off, I decided to just be full-time YouTube and drop my Amazon FBA account. I make about $1,000 to $1,500 a month, and this has been very consistent for me in the past year. If you want me to show you how much I made from my tour video alone, leave a comment below and I might actually do that. As you can see, I'm in Jones Gap State Park in North Carolina. It's pretty awesome. Now onto expenses. There are like two sets of expenses that I'm going to point out here. One is while staying around an area, and the other is while full-time slow traveling. When I stay in one area, I might still like drive my van little distances daily. When I'm traveling, I only slow travel. I go from like one town to the next while spending at least a day at each location. And I have a rule, no more than like 100 miles in one day. These numbers are all calculated from looking back at past bank statements and kind of like taking an average month to month. So gas. Gas is definitely the biggest expense when I'm on the road, but when I stay in one spot, I can pay very little for gas. Keep in mind, my van gets only 16 miles per gallon on average. I recalculate the miles per gallon every time I fill up, so 16 is about right. So when I stay around one spot, I can pay about $80 to $120 per month. $80 at lowest, because that's about how much it is to fill up my tank from empty. When I'm slow traveling, I pay about $150 to $240. I do watch how much I'm spending, and I might stay in one area for longer just to cut my monthly costs here. So van maintenance. I don't know exactly what it is, but I have like a super soft foot on the gas, like driving, and my van seems to always be in great condition. So far, I've had so few problems with the van. Like a few things have gotten loose with the suspension, but that's about it. This engine is solid. I always fix it on my own if I can. So this is like the number I pay monthly all over the place, you know. But it's never been above $80 for me in a month. That includes buying the parts and installing them myself. And if I don't know how to install it, I just watch tons of YouTube videos first, which is literally how I figure out everything these days. So food. Staying in one area, I can spend as little as like $120 a month in food. I'm telling you, this is hard to do and involves me buying tons of canned food because my batteries are currently too weak actually to power my fridge. My next video is actually going to be all about this and how I solved this issue for myself. My fridge will be working very soon, and with that, I'm sure my monthly expenses will go up because healthier food usually costs more here in the US, you know. Now when I'm traveling, I do tend to spend more, like about $200. One guess is because I'm moving and taking up more energy. Another is that I like to eat out and try new places I see on the road. One thing I'm going to start doing is like putting $200 on a prepaid card each month and just allocate that money for myself so I budget myself. Supplements. I do take supplements like vitamins to keep healthy on the road, and this is about like $100 a month for me, not too much. Alcohol and tobacco, this guy is alcohol and tobacco free, which means I'm not fun. Heat. So I travel with the climate, generally north in the summer, and so far like Florida in the winter. But if I do find myself in a cold area, I can use my wood stove. I can buy some wood from a grocery store. This costs about like $5, and I wouldn't add this to my monthly expenses because I got this bag a few months ago and I didn't even need it yet. Fun little fact too, these rocks behind me, sorry, I'm standing on a slope, I gotta be careful here, but these rocks behind me, right here, when I was small, I used to be able to jump from the top of that all the way over to that one. I've done it before, I remember it. It's crazy, but I've done it. So, parking and camping fees. I don't ever pay for parking unless I really want to camp in the mountains and I'm at a state park or national park, like here. Actually, I paid $5 for this, but that's really unusual. So camping fees for me are on average about $20 per campsite, I'd say. When I'm just in one area, I usually pay about $0 a month. And when I'm traveling, I might stay at like 2 paid campsites per month just for the fun of it. So that's like $40 in a month for me. Credit card debt and debt from my previous life. So I do have some debt left over from when I was in the Navy. I was stupid and put like way too many things that didn't make me any money into my debt. So my minimum payment now is about $84 a month, not too bad. And I use Navy Federal for my bank. Another fun little fact, this rock behind here, I used to climb on when I was a little kid. This is a childhood park for me. Jones Gap, I love this place. So for my phone, it's kind of a shitty phone. It's paid off. It's the S7 Edge, but I'm on my family's plan in AT&T. I send them about like maybe $25 a month, I think it is, just for the service since the phone is paid off. So van insurance. I pay the equivalent of like $20 a month for RV insurance. I have National General, and he said if enough of you contact him, he's gonna open up to other states to give you guys insurance. So please give him a call to see if you can get the cheapest RV insurance I could find. His contact is going to be in the description. All I want here is for like my van to be legal. So my van is insured under liability for about like $7,000, which is also how much I actually bought and built my van for in total. I'll be adding more soon, but it's not going to be much higher than what it is now. I love how this trail just follows the river right here. It's awesome. You can probably hear it throughout this. So Hulu and Netflix. So I share Netflix with my family, so I don't pay anything here, but Hulu, I'm thinking of canceling because Netflix is honestly enough. But I split like the Hulu payment right now with my family too, so I only pay like $6 a month for that currently. I think I'm gonna get rid of it real soon though. I don't know, yeah. So my Amazon business expenses, none, because like I said in the beginning of this video, I actually dropped my Amazon business like a month ago. Now, if I did still have it, I was paying about $100 a month to keep like all the services going that helped me run that business. But yeah, I'm glad I kind of got rid of it. It was a lot of work. So Planet Fitness Black Card membership. Who likes to shower? Raise your hands. So if you raise your hand, you should get the Black Card membership with Planet Fitness. I pay $23 a month for this. I do seriously recommend everyone get showers on the road, and I found this to be the easiest way for me. So FMCA. I was an idiot and signed up for Family Motor Coach of America. It's like $5 a month and you get extra benefits on the road, like discounts and stuff. I don't recommend it at all because I've never used it, and except for like, you know, why I joined in the first place was to get the Verizon internet through them. So the Verizon internet, since I'm an FMCA member, I get 24 gigs of 4G for only $50 a month. I'm now locked into a contract with them, but if I was to do the whole internet thing over again, I'd definitely go with NetBuddy. They do a true unlimited 4G for only $65 a month. but I'm in a contract with Verizon, so that costs like $200 just to get out of. I'll probably be getting NetBuddy in about a year from now when the contract ends. So if you want to know what all the parts cost to build this van, I actually answered this in like an older video of mine. Click the link to get an understanding of what it takes to build one of these vans. So do I on average live for about $500 a month? Not always, but the minimum for me going through all the costs I exposed for you in this video is about $513 a month, staying in one place. So going back through and analyzing the high side while traveling, I spend at most about like $798 on average. Now I definitely spend more during certain months, but these numbers are averages for me when I'm sticking to like my budget. So just keep that in mind. Consider subscribing to my channel because I make videos showing you how you transition your life to a lifestyle of travel like me, living cheaper and more fulfilled than you will probably ever be. I know it's true for me, at least. Thank you guys for watching so much.